So Connect 212 is about 6 Latinx teens dealing with familia, social economical issues, and just the chaos that is New York City and growing up in this chaotic city. It basically is Euphoria meets Gossip Girl with a Project Runway twist, since they do attend New Design, which is a fashion-driven high school. And it's basically exploring racism, gentrification, class division, body image within male and women, and sexuality. So it's just a lot of themes going on that I feel like is current. And it's also promoting Latinos in all sizes and ranges of skin tone, color, backgrounds, nationalities, and culture. Definitely, I'm looking for agent or manager to help me get signed so I can further pitch. Right now, it's kind of just been me trying to find people to pitch to, which is definitely hard when you're not signed to an agency or have a manager to set up those meetings. I'm also looking for a writer to help me further produce the seasons, and I don't want to say a producer right now since we're not producing anything at the moment, but definitely what I'm looking for right now for the time being is a writer and a manager to help me get the word out for Connect 212. I grew up, born and raised in Queens. I moved to Florida, in South Florida for 3 years, so 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. Then one summer, one of my friends from here told me to join an acting program called Urban Arts. So Rosie Perez, Jesse Eisenberg, and America Ferrera were on the board. So we would basically be doing off-Broadway shows. And then I fell in love with that one summer that I did and moved back here because I loved it that much and wanted to continue in the fall. So went to a fashion design high school during the weekdays, and then on the weekends we were doing acting, and I really loved it. Graduated, but there was a lack of roles being made for Latinos, especially positive ones and ones that were true to ourselves. So I wanted to change that, and with that experience of moving here halfway through high school and just getting a sense of like Florida life and then New York life, it was very like a culture shock in a way within itself, because New York City is crazy, and growing up here I feel like you just mature like on the spot. With that experience came Connect 212, which is my show, and I saw a bigger picture of it when I was in high school, and I wanted to do it right, and I decided to drop theater, put acting to the side, and go to film school to further pursue that. So for my senior thesis, I was able to produce a pilot, a 10-minute pilot, and right now I have a 55-page hour-long drama for it. I grew up with film, like watching a ridiculous amount of like TV shows and movies growing up, and it's not bad that I was watching so much movies and TV shows. It was just the way, like, growing up, you don't realize the impact that film has subconsciously. So when I was growing up, I was watching stuff like Gossip Girl, 90210, and all these shows had a full white cast. And whenever a Latino was shown on screen, it was in a very negative way. It was stereotypical and very disgusting. They were either the help or drug dealers or just had heavy accents that don't really represent us correctly. So growing up, I started to hate myself growing up because of the way I looked, what was being shown on TV. And I didn't know that, because it was subconsciously. So I really it didn't click for me to realize that till like I got halfway through college. It was so bad that I dropped Salvador and went by my middle name, which was Adrian Alexander. So you can just imagine how much I hated being Latino and like how much I was trying to erase that part of me. But being surrounded this past couple of years by more Latinos in film and starting to see that shift, it really made me happy to be Latino and proud and wanting to further represent us in a positive way and correctly try to tell our stories that we need to start telling. So that was why I really got into film and why I really wanted to put acting to the side. A lot of actors they don't have any say in what goes on. That's up to the directors, the writers, the producers who are making these type of shows and movies. So that's why I put acting to the side and then switched to film. And I've been doing that for the past 6 years and just creating my own content, my own short films. And then I also put myself as the starring role because it's just my story. At the end of the day, I'm telling my story, so it just feels true.